The more we give, the more we get back in life. Napoleon Hill didn't just offer a quote, he revealed a law of the universe, a secret hidden in plain sight. But how often do we forget this truth, especially when life feels tight, uncertain, or unfair? Have you ever paused, truly paused, and asked yourself, why does it feel like no matter how hard I try, something is still missing? You plan, you grind, you chase the dream, and yet, there's a heaviness, like life is holding something back from you. Maybe the missing piece isn't effort or intelligence. Maybe it's generosity. Maybe it's the energy you're afraid to release. Because here's the paradox. The more we cling, the more we repel. The more we withhold, the more we feel empty. So ask yourself honestly, what have you been holding back? Your time, your energy, your love, your help? In a world obsessed with having more, we often forget that giving is the door to more meaning, more connection, more life. Imagine someone who never gives a compliment, never shares their talents, never says, "How can I help?" That person might have full hands, but an empty heart. Full pockets, but a lonely soul. You see, generosity isn't just about charity. It's about alignment. It's about becoming the kind of person life can flow through. We're not meant to be vaults, we're meant to be rivers. Meant to receive, yes, but also to release, to let blessings pass through us. And no, giving doesn't guarantee applause. But it guarantees something far better: internal expansion, soul satisfaction, silent abundance. It rewires your identity from someone chasing value to someone creating it for others. When you give freely, life begins to trust you with more. Not because you're lucky, but because you're in flow. So maybe the universe isn't punishing you. Maybe it's just waiting to see what you'll do with what you already have. The key to unlocking the next level of your life might not be in getting something new, but in giving something now. Start small. A kind word. A moment of your time. A gesture of support. These are not just acts, they are invitations to abundance. Because the truth is clear, life gives back to those who open their hands and their hearts first. It's heartbreaking to see how this mindset traps us in a cycle of scarcity, where every act of holding back only amplifies our sense of emptiness. But here's the turning point. True abundance doesn't come from guarding what we have. It flows from a generous heart that trusts in the power of giving. When we embrace generosity, we build emotional resilience, attract unexpected opportunities, and create a positive ripple that returns to us tenfold. Now, let's explore why so many of us hesitate to give in the first place. You might be waiting for the perfect moment, when your bank account is fuller, your schedule is clearer, or your life feels more secure. This belief that you need excess resources before you can afford to be kind is a trap that keeps you stuck in inaction. How often have you thought, "I'll give when I'm more successful," only to find that success never quite arrives because you're not sharing along the way? This delay perpetuates a cycle of scarcity where missed opportunities for growth pile up like unopened letters. Indecisiveness plays a cruel role here, paralyzing you even when you know deep down that helping others could transform your own life. Imagine knowing you should reach out to a struggling friend, donate to a cause that matters, or share your expertise, but hesitation holds you back. Overthinking it, fearing judgment or rejection, leads to regret, leaving you with a diminished sense of purpose and unfulfilled potential. Fear and uncertainty compound this paralysis, whispering doubts about potential losses or unreciprocated efforts. You might avoid mentoring someone because you're afraid they won't appreciate it, or skip acts of kindness due to past rejections that still sting. These fears create a stagnant life, where the joy of giving remains just out of reach, and you end up feeling more isolated than ever. It's a painful realization, but acknowledging these barriers is the first step toward breaking free. The solution lies in immediate giving, taking action now, no matter how small, to ignite a chain reaction of positive energy. Even a simple gesture, like offering a word of advice or sharing a meal, can start a ripple effect that strengthens your networks and brings unexpected returns. Think about how one act of kindness can lead to a favor returned, a new friendship formed, or a door of opportunities swung wide open. This aligns with the idea that action drives progress. As Napoleon Hill taught, every step you take in giving builds momentum for more. Building decisiveness is key. Make a firm choice to give without delay, and watch how it shifts your mindset from fear to empowerment. Start with practical tips. Set a daily intention, like performing one act of generosity each morning, to overcome those mental blocks. Before you know it, this habit will feel natural, turning hesitation into a proactive force that enriches your days. Remember, the first step is crucial. Commit to something small right now, such as sending an encouraging message or donating a modest amount. That initial action unlocks the cycle of reciprocity, proving that giving multiplies its rewards in ways you never imagined. As you practice this, you'll begin to face your fears head-on, realizing that giving erodes hesitation more effectively than endless contemplation. Volunteering despite your discomfort might feel daunting at first, but it builds confidence and reveals the abundance surrounding you. Each time you push through that initial resistance, you're not just helping others, you're transforming your own fears into strength. Setbacks will come. Perhaps your efforts go unreciprocated, or you face a minor loss, but these are not failures, they're lessons in disguise. Consider stories of people who persisted through rejection, only to gain deeper relationships and profound personal insights as a result. Every unreturned favor teaches resilience, reinforcing that giving leads to greater rewards in the long run. This process of learning through setbacks makes you more masterful, turning what seemed like risks into stepping stones for growth. At the heart of sustained giving is self-discipline, the true engine that keeps generosity alive, even when emotions waver. As Hill emphasized, consistent action creates long-term abundance, making giving a reliable source of joy and success in your life. Without discipline, kindness becomes sporadic, but with it, you cultivate a lifestyle where giving is as natural as breathing. Building positive habits is essential. Try scheduling regular volunteer work or practicing daily gratitude to keep the momentum going. Actionable steps, like tracking your acts of kindness in a journal, help maintain this discipline and show how it amplifies your returns. Over time, these habits transform you, turning generosity into a cornerstone of your identity and inviting more positivity into your world. Now, let's talk about developing a clear vision and goals, which act as the compass guiding your giving efforts. Having crystal clear objectives for your generosity motivates action and sustains progress, much like Hill's focus on defined vision. For instance, set a goal to mentor others or contribute to community causes, and watch how it creates a sense of purpose that draws reciprocal benefits. These goals help you attract enhanced networks and opportunities as the universe responds to your intentional acts of kindness. To make this practical, start by defining specific, measurable goals, like aiming to give 10 hours of service this month. Break it down into actionable steps, such as dedicating 2 hours each week to a cause you care about. This approach ensures continuous forward movement, allowing you to track how giving enriches your life in tangible ways. As you pursue these goals, you'll find that the act of giving not only fulfills others, but also fills your own spirit with unexpected joy. Remember, every step toward clear vision strengthens your resolve, making generosity a powerful force for personal and professional growth. In reflecting on all this, we return to the core idea. The more we give, the more we get back in life. This principle, inspired by Hill's teachings, shows that proactive generosity overcomes barriers and builds lasting discipline. We've seen how waiting, fear, and indecision hold us back, but immediate action and clear goals turn the tide. Through facing fears, learning from setbacks, and cultivating habits, giving becomes a cycle of abundance rather than scarcity. It's not just a theory, it's a lived reality for those who embrace it, leading to deeper relationships, personal fulfillment, and unforeseen rewards. Let this sink in. Your life can transform when you shift from self-protection to selfless giving. Now, as we wrap up, I urge you to take that first step today. Reach out to someone in need, offer your time, or share what you can. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it with a simple act of kindness that starts the flow of reciprocity. Imagine the ripple effect, your generosity inspiring others, and in turn, the world mirroring back to you in beautiful ways. Begin now, and you'll discover the profound truth that giving multiplies your own happiness and success. What if, by giving more, you unlock doors you never knew existed? Reflect on how your past choices have shaped your current reality and consider the destiny you're crafting with each act of generosity. Could it be that the emptiness you felt is simply a call to open your heart wider? Think about the emotions tied to holding back, fear, regret, loneliness, and how giving could replace them with warmth and connection. Are your daily decisions aligning with a life of abundance, or are they rooted in outdated fears that no longer serve you? Picture yourself a year from now, having embraced this principle, and feel the emotional fulfillment that comes from a life of giving. Why not start small today, proving to yourself that the more you give, the more returns in joy and opportunity? In this journey, remember that every generous act is a step toward your true destiny of richness and purpose. Let go of the hesitation. Embrace the power within you to create positive change. As you move forward, carry the wisdom that giving is not depletion but expansion of the soul. Your choices today will echo into tomorrow, shaping a legacy of kindness and abundance. So, ask yourself one last time, what are you waiting for, and how will you begin to give more freely? The path is clear. Start now, and watch as life generously gives back. May this reflection inspire you to live a life where giving is the key to unlocking your greatest rewards. In the spirit of Napoleon Hill's wisdom, remember that it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. This timeless truth echoes through Anne Frank's words. No one has ever become poor by giving. Today, we're diving into how giving freely opens doors to a life of abundance. Many of us feel trapped in a cycle of scarcity, holding back our time, resources, and kindness out of fear. We worry that if we give, we'll have less for ourselves, leading to isolation and unfulfilled dreams. Picture someone who skips volunteering because they think, I don't have enough to spare. This mindset creates a stagnant life where opportunities slip away unnoticed. Yet, the real path to richness lies in generosity, building emotional strength and attracting unexpected rewards. It's not about what you lose. It's about the momentum that giving creates in your world. When you help others, you ignite a positive feedback loop that enriches your own journey. So, why do so many hesitate to give in the first place? Often, we're waiting for the perfect moment, believing we need to access resources before we can share. We tell ourselves, I'll give when I'm more successful or secure. But this delay only deepens the cycle of scarcity, robbing us of growth opportunities. Indecisiveness plays a big role, paralyzing us even when we know giving is valuable. Think of that friend who needs advice, but you overthink and stay silent, leading to regret later. Fear of judgment holds us back, making us question if our efforts will be appreciated. We've all experienced hesitation from past rejections, like offering help only to feel unreciprocated. These fears, loss of time, money, or emotional energy, keep us stuck in place. For instance, avoiding mentorship because you worry it won't be valued prevents your own fulfillment. The solution starts with immediate action. Begin giving, no matter how small. Even a simple act, like sharing a meal or offering a kind word, sets off a ripple of positive energy. This momentum builds networks and brings unexpected favors your way. As Napoleon Hill taught, action drives progress, and giving is the ultimate proactive step. To build decisiveness, make a clear choice to give daily, overcoming mental barriers one at a time. Set an intention each morning. Today, I'll perform one act of generosity. This habit transforms hesitation into a powerful force for good. Take that first step right now. Send an encouraging message or donate a small amount. You'll discover how giving multiplies returns, creating a cycle of reciprocity. Facing your fears head on is key. The act of giving erodes hesitation through experience. For example, volunteering despite discomfort builds confidence and reveals the world's abundance. Each time you give, you prove to yourself that fear is just a temporary obstacle. Learning from setbacks is essential. Unreciprocated efforts aren't failures, but lessons. Consider stories of people who faced rejection but kept giving, gaining deeper relationships in return. These experiences sharpen your mastery, turning giving into a source of joy. Remember, every act of kindness, even if not immediately returned, contributes to your growth. Self-discipline is the true engine of sustained generosity, far beyond fleeting emotions. As Hill emphasized, consistent action leads to long-term success, and giving is no exception. Make discipline your ally by scheduling regular acts of kindness into your routine. Practice gratitude daily to fuel your motivation for giving. Allocate a portion of your resources, time, money, or skills for others without conditions. Track your acts of kindness in a journal to maintain momentum and see the rewards unfold. Over time, this discipline turns giving into a reliable path to personal and professional abundance. Developing a clear vision for your giving is crucial for directing your efforts. Set specific goals, like mentoring others or contributing to community causes, to stay focused. This vision, inspired by Hill's principles, gives you purpose and attracts reciprocal benefits. For instance, aim to give 10 hours of service this month to build stronger networks. Break these goals into actionable steps, such as dedicating 1 hour each week. By doing so, you'll track your progress and witness how giving enriches every aspect of life. Remember, clear goals turn abstract ideas into tangible results, amplifying your returns. Now, as we wrap up, let's reaffirm the core idea. The more we give, the more we get back in life. We've explored how scarcity mindsets hold us back and how immediate action breaks that chain. We've seen that decisiveness, discipline, and vision make giving a habit that rewards us endlessly. Just as Hill believed, proactive behavior in generosity leads to a cycle of abundance. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start today with one small step. Reach out to someone in need, offer your time, or share your resources without hesitation. Watch as this act creates ripples that return to you in ways you never expected. Imagine the fulfillment of knowing your giving has made a difference. It's not about grand gestures. It's the daily choices that build a richer life. Challenge yourself to embrace generosity as your default and see your world transform. The universe has a way of mirroring your kindness, bringing back more than you gave. So, take that leap, give freely, and unlock the abundance waiting for you. In closing, remember that every act of giving is an investment in your own happiness. Overcome your fears, build your discipline, and pursue your vision with unwavering commitment. As you do, you'll find that the principle holds true. Giving multiplies in extraordinary ways. Begin now, and let this journey of generosity lead you to a life of profound rewards. You've got the power within you to make this change. So, go forth and give, and watch as life gives back in abundance. In the spirit of Napoleon Hill's wisdom, remember that it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. This timeless truth echoes through Anne Frank's words. No one has ever become poor by giving. These insights reveal a profound principle. The more we give, the more we get back in life. Yet, many of us grapple with feelings of scarcity, holding back our resources, time, and kindness out of fear. We hoard what we have, thinking it will protect us, but this only leads to isolation and unfulfilled lives. Picture someone who avoids volunteering because they believe they lack enough to spare, missing out on the joy of connection. In relationships, we might withhold affection, fearing vulnerability, which creates distance and regret. This mindset of self-protection stems from a deeper hesitation, trapping us in a cycle of stagnation. But true abundance awaits when we shift to a generous heart, building emotional resilience through giving. Generosity creates a positive feedback loop, attracting opportunities and strengthening bonds in ways we never expect. It's not about giving away everything. It's about starting small and watching the momentum build. Why do so many wait for the perfect moment to give? They cling to the idea that they need excess resources or personal security first. I'll give when I'm more successful, they think, but this delay only perpetuates scarcity. In doing so, they miss chances to grow, like foregoing a simple act of help that could open doors. Indecisiveness plays a cruel role, paralyzing us even when we know giving is valuable. We recognize the need to support a friend or donate to a cause, yet we hesitate, overthinking every detail. Fear of judgment creeps in, stopping us from sharing knowledge or offering aid. This leads to a life of regret, where potential connections fade into missed opportunities. Ultimately, indecision diminishes our sense of purpose, leaving us feeling empty and unfulfilled. Fear and uncertainty compound the problem, making us dread potential loss. We worry about financial setbacks if we give money, or emotional vulnerability if we open our hearts. What if our kindness isn't reciprocated? That anxiety holds us back from even trying. Consider someone who avoids mentoring because they fear being unappreciated, robbing themselves of joy. Past rejections amplify this hesitation, turning us inward and preventing the cycle of generosity from starting. The result is inevitable stagnation, where life feels static and unrewarding. But there's a powerful solution. Embrace immediate giving to break free from these chains. Even small acts, like offering advice or sharing a meal, can generate incredible momentum. These gestures create ripples, strengthening networks, and bringing unexpected favors your way. As you give, you'll discover personal fulfillment that far outweighs any initial effort. This aligns with the idea that action drives progress, much like Hill's teachings on decisiveness. To build decisiveness, make firm choices to give without delay. Start by setting a daily intention, such as performing one act of kindness each morning. This simple practice helps overcome mental barriers, turning hesitation into habit. Over time, these decisions foster a proactive mindset where giving becomes second nature. Remember, the first step is crucial. Commit to something small right now. Send an encouraging message to a friend, or donate a modest amount to a cause you care about. This initial action unlocks the cycle of reciprocity, proving that giving multiplies returns. As you persist, you'll see how even imperfect efforts lead to greater abundance. Now, let's address overcoming hesitation and fear head on. Facing fear directly is the key. The act of giving erodes those doubts more than any amount of thinking. For instance, volunteering despite discomfort builds confidence and reveals the world's inherent abundance. Each time you step out, you gain experience that diminishes your anxieties. It's like Hill's principle. Action reduces fear through repeated exposure. Setbacks in giving, such as unreciprocated efforts, are not defeats, but lessons. They teach resilience, showing that persistence leads to deeper relationships and insights. Think of someone who faced rejection in helping others but continued, eventually finding loyal allies. These experiences reinforce that giving always yields rewards, even if not immediately visible. By learning from setbacks, you master the art of generosity, turning potential losses into gains. Moving forward, cultivating self-discipline is essential for sustained giving. True generosity isn't driven by fleeting emotions. It's fueled by disciplined habits. As Hill emphasized, consistent action creates long-term success, and the same applies here. Discipline turns giving into a reliable source of joy and abundance in your life. To build positive habits, schedule regular acts of kindness, like volunteering weekly. Practice gratitude daily to maintain your motivation, reminding yourself of giving's benefits. Allocate a portion of your resources for others, making it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Track your acts of kindness in a journal to see the progress and amplify your efforts. Over time, these habits transform giving from a chore into a fulfilling lifestyle. As you develop self-discipline, you'll notice amplified returns in personal and professional areas. Next, focus on developing clear vision and goals to direct your giving. Crystal clear goals provide motivation, such as aiming to mentor others or support community causes. This vision creates purpose, drawing in reciprocal benefits like enhanced networks and opportunities. Without goals, giving can feel aimless. With them, it becomes a powerful force for change. To set effective goals, make them specific and measurable, like give 10 hours of service this month. Break them into actionable steps, such as dividing that time into weekly tasks. Track your progress to stay accountable, ensuring continuous forward movement. As you achieve these goals, you'll witness tangible ways giving enriches your life. Finally, let's reaffirm the core idea. The more we give, the more we get back in life. Through overcoming barriers, building discipline, and setting goals, we've seen how giving leads to abundance. It shifts us from scarcity to a cycle of positivity, echoing Hill's philosophy of proactive behavior. Remember, every act of generosity plants seeds for greater rewards. So, I urge you, start giving today, even with one small step, like reaching out to help someone in need. Begin now, and watch as the universe mirrors your generosity, transforming your life in profound ways. Embrace this principle fully and let it guide you to a richer, more connected existence.